Peace be to you all. Assalamualaikum. This is Omar, as always. So today is Friday, February 25th. So I just got off from work. I'm really tired. I made it this time, even with my my Red Bull and coffee. I shouldn't say it's too much caffeine, but I want to talk to you guys about staying focused. If you're going to be a healthcare provider, especially a doctor or a PA or a nurse practitioner, because you're coming up with treatment plans and writing prescriptions and so forth. So you have a little bit more responsibility and accountability than other healthcare providers may have. Not that you're any better than them on a humanistic level, but you have there's degrees of accountability. So my medical supervisor, the supervising physician that kind of oversees me, since I'm a PA, has more accountability than I do. As well she should, because she's got markedly more training as a medical doctor. But I say that to say it's important for us to stay focused. And I was thinking about my night. So I just got off a night shift. You can see it's daylight now. I got off from work way later than anticipated because things happened that were outside of my control. So I can't help if a patient starts to decompensate. I have to address that and engage that the issues that the patient may have, whether it turns into a full code, and you've got to initiate ACLS protocols, chest compressions and shocking if need be, and all that stuff you see on TV, or giving them Ativan if they have seizures, or working with respiratory if a patient has an acute respiratory exacerbation or something like that. But that went on during my night. So I had 2 admissions, 2 rapid responses, and did a full code. And then there's paperwork with all of those things. And, families that you have got to call, and then giving sign out to your colleague in the morning, and then also referring with the specialist for consultations. So all of those take up more time. And again, you've got to, as a PA, I'm always thinking about accountability that goes along with my responsibility as a PA. Because these things can always become legal issues if they're not addressed properly within my scope of PA practice. So anyway, it can be very exhausting. So throughout my night, I caught glimpses of the televisions that were on in the patient's room, and was of course talking about various things like the I think there's a in DC here, there's some truckers that are showing solidarity with their brethren truckers in Canada over the COVID-19 mandates, or the vaccine, I think, and they're going to try to cause a lot of gridlock in DC, in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, with their trucks by just, I guess, stalling in the highway or something like that. But it's going to cause problems. It may cause problems for us, and I got to go to work tonight, so I got to worry about that. Of other concern is, of course, Russia invading Ukraine. Now, this is thousands of miles away. I don't know anything about that. I'm, like I said, in another video, I'm grossly ignorant about those aspects of geopolitical issues, especially as it pertains to Europe. I saw a map of Ukraine, and there were countries that I didn't even know existed that are part of Ukraine that I can barely even pronounce. And I really felt bad for the Ukrainians. My wife and I were watching the news the other day and watching some of the people trying to flee, I think, to Poland. So their traffic is at a standstill. People young men or men between the ages of 18 and 60, I think, have been asked to stay and fight the Russian troops. I don't know anything about that, and I sympathize with them. I wish for world peace, but that's, of course, a quixotic wish, maybe even an endeavor. But I try to stay focused, and again, I remind myself before I remind you guys to stay focused in your clinical work. I can't do anything about that. I try to focus on my circle of influence. That's a Coveyist paradigm. So my focus of influence is myself. Then, when I'm at the hospital, my patients. Like I said, I told you guys about my night. I have to help my patients first, then work with my colleagues. And, then when I'm home with my family, just being a good family man. And then in my neighborhood, being a good community member. But it's very important to stay focused, especially as a clinician. I think I'm up for a board recertification, so I've got to get my continuing medical education credits in by the end of this year. I've got to take my my physician assistant national recertification exam. So I have a very exhausting year ahead of me, and I'm trying to train for my first ultra marathon. But as a hospitalist PA, it keeps me very busy. Oh yeah, and I've got to sleep also. So different aspects of my life can trickle over into each other and cause more challenges for me. So I should have done, it's Friday. I was supposed to do my 7-mile tempo run today, or 10K tempo run. I'm still going to do it. And it is Friday, so I've got to go to prayer service and read Quran. So that's our holy book for Muslims. But organize, and then try to be resilient and take care of myself. God willing, inshallah. Anyway, I hope these words help somebody. Just stay focused and try to organize and discipline yourself with your time and accomplish your goals. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. If you have any interest in being a physician associate like myself, erstwhile physician assistants, please feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to help you to the best of my endeavor and or the best of my ability. If you have an interest in running, you can reach me also, and we'll chat. Okay, guys, take care. Peace.